Hello everyone, this is Troll Force with the 9th episode of SOMA Explained. We're going to cover all that you need to know about Site Phi. Now let's get into this video. We get two beautiful exchanges of dialogue depending if you let Simon 2 live or not.
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Take a seat and we'll be off.
It's dumb luck, right? And I woke up in the right body. As a redundant copy, will never experience my journey, the full journey. He wouldn't understand. How could he? I couldn't do it, and you knew it. You were right in trying to hide him from me. Only wish you'd done a better job. Have we figured out what happens when we die yet? Is that even possible? If there's some kind of afterlife, do you think my place is taken? The real me died like 100 years ago. Is there still room for me? And what about the Simon I killed at Omicron? What do you think, Catherine? Is there a heaven full of redundant copies of the same people? Is there someone up there who called me an imposter? It's dumb luck, right? I woke up in the right body. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arms so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Me, I know it's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. I think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes, but generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
After a while, Johann Ross drops onto the cage to talk to Simon.
You're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
Spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was going to kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too. Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good. Not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the other you has been here. We're following your little footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps.
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
Don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for tower and find that ark.
Here's a log of the times the climber was used. We get data buffers of the ARC team attempting to make it to Tau.
Tau? Come in, Tau. Please answer, Tau. Nothing. It's dead.
Let's move out. We'll try the next one.
Earthquakes on the fault line will make the journey to Tau a harsh one. We see the body of Glasser, who has been killed by a Leviathan.
Jesus, did you see that? Stick to the lamplights. They won't go near them.
I can't fail, Glasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Sarang. He'll know what to do.
Ross, you can tell them yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
Glass! We lost the path! We need to go back!
I know where to go. Come on.
It's over there! The light is over there!
Final push, Ross. Almost there. We just...
We need to follow the lights to make it to Tau. If you stray from the path, Johan and Ross will teleport you back to the path. After a while, a Leviathan spawns. We can see a handful of reports of the change in wildlife in the observatory. There's also spikes in the graph where the comet took place and when the wild took over. I believe the shipping containers in that debris field came from the Curie when it used to make trips to the Omega sector, or perhaps another site that's been destroyed by the currents.
Tau, can you hear this? Anyone there?
This is Tau? Who is this?
This is Ian Peterson of Theta calling. I got a team with me and we're about half a kilometer from Tau.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, we're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you got is absolutely rabid.
The storm comes and goes. The instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people. Tau, keep the doors unlocked. We're coming in.
You need to use this robot to navigate to Tau, but once you make it to the lights, a Leviathan eats the robot. Once you make it out of the spider cave, an anglerfish will spawn. The exterior of Tau was heavily damaged by the WoW and there's still bars popped in the ground, probably to ward off the wildlife.
Never been happier to be inside. Let's find the Ark.
Once inside Tau, when we make it to the dive room, we can see on the monitor that the WoW has infiltrated Yoshida's diving suit, and he is here with us. The data buffer is when the Ark team arrived at Tau in the troubled state that it's in.
Welcome to Tau. What's left of it.
You guys alright? What happened here?
We ran out of real food long ago. People have been getting sick. Haven't heard from anyone in months.
No shit, they all think you're dead down here. Some failed evac story circulating at Omicron.
Oh, God.
Listen, son. We're on an important mission, and we need your help to operate the Omega space gun. When it's done, we can all head back up the plateau. But now we need to get moving.
Of course. Head on through to the habitat. We shut off the front section to preserve power.
All right. See you soon.
We can see a map of Tau. This room is heavily damaged by the WoW, probably because of the site's close proximity to Site Alpha. Once the power door opens, we are met by Jin Yoshida. We are in safe mode, so we're not in any real danger. Inside the laboratory, we can see Ross's notes about poisoning the WoW. There is a pilot seat inside the control room, probably another access to the transport line. We can use the intercom to call the infirmary.
Anyone there?
Not in the mood to talk to robots. No offense.
Once you escape Yoshida, the Leviathan swims past the window. We now made it to the living quarters of Tau, the last remaining refuge of the Ark team. Ross will constantly stalk you in this area. We find out quickly that Tau ran out of food, and we will see what happens to the rest of them. Sometimes when we unlock Ross's room, he will spawn behind you. We can read Jasper Hill's final entries and examine his body.
What the fuck did we do?
Hey, try not to think about it.
My whole life, I've been a good man. We messed up, Sarah.
There.
I should have launched. Taken the chance.
There's time. If Ashkin says we could try again, when things calm down.
You gotta do it, you know? You got to.
Both Jasper and Ivan have starved to death, but the WoW reanimated Ivan, and he appears to be dreaming and repeating his son's name next to this photo. We also see the body of Ian Peterson and hear his final moments.
Can't we do anything for him?
No, we're out of sedatives. If
we had a gun, this would be the time to pull it out.
Did not expect it to end like this. Should have jumped the climber back to Omicron.
Without the Ark?
Forget about the Ark.
No, you don't get to say that. It's the only thing left of value, you know that.
Yeah.
Promise you won't leave it behind.
Well, I'll be dead one day. Then what?
Well, better keep it safe until then. Don't want the WOW to take it, swallow it whole.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
It's okay, Ian. Just let it out. Let it all out.
We find the body of Vic Auclair clutching the blanket on the left and Renata Espinosa's body in the cocoon on the right. Inside Ross's room, we can see all of his plans to kill the WOW, the location of Alpha, as well as a bobblehead of Friedrich Nietzsche. So we're dealing with an intellectual here. We can see journal entries leading up to the capture at Omicron. Then we listen to his recordings about the WOW's progress.
The pattern has stopped evolving. The WOW has managed to find balance. I convinced SSE Volchek to turn off all external control systems, making the WOW our de facto caretaker. So far, it's exceeding expectations. Since the comet crashed a few days ago, January 12th, the WOW has dropped to a low energy state. It hasn't abandoned its duties. It's keeping climate and life support going, but it's been simplifying the pattern, redefining its protocol. The WOW has started to grow physically. It's not just the core chamber. All around Pathos 2, structure gel is bursting through the pipes and bleeding through walls. I don't know what WOW could possibly stand to gain from this, but I assume it is intentional. The heart of WOW has claimed such a large part of the core chamber that there can no longer be any question to its heightened awareness. Not only does its expansion suggest an unexpected understanding of space, but also its own physical manifestation within the world. The WOW is reaching out to every machine, every life form, to manipulate, to control. It's trying to help save its creators from all this, just like the protocol demands. But really, what is good enough? Where is the line drawn for what is human and what is not? Would walking corpses do? Would a group of machines thinking they're human be acceptable? We can't trust a machine to know, to understand what it means to be. We have to terminate the WOW project. It can be done. I just need to get some help from Omicron.
We are now met with Sarah Lindwall, the last human on Earth.
You're different. Nice suit. Used to have one just like it.
Are you human?
Sarah Lindwall. Payload technician at your service. A rare sight, am I right?
I'd say so. You're the first normal living human I've seen.
There's not many left down here. Most of them are up on the plateau.
You mean at Omicron?
Yeah.
There's no one alive at Omicron.
You've been there?
I've been all over. The power plant at Upsilon, the ruins of Lambda, the abandoned Delta, Theta.
You've been to Theta?
There's not a lot left of Pathos 2.
And, I'm the only living person you've met? You mean I'm the last living human on the planet?
I'm sorry.
Who are you again?
Simon Jarrett.
Stationed out?
Nowhere. I used to work in a bookshop in Toronto. Long story.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to find the Ark.
Why would you? How do you know about that?
I've heard it's the last hope for mankind.
Damn right it is. Now what do you want with it?
Take it to the Gun at Phi. Launch it into space.
That was the plan, all right. I've been guarding it ever since we brought it back to Tau. Just couldn't bring myself to let go. To tell you the truth, I don't have the strength to argue. And I certainly don't have the time to wait for the next sentient thing shuffling through here. Go ahead. Take it.
Thank you. Can I get you anything? Do anything for you?
You could kill me.
Good one.
I'm glad you came by. Good to get this over with.
You have only two options to do here. Fulfill her wish or leave her here to die slowly. There's no real consequences for doing
If I knew
either.
you'd come, I would have cleaned this place up a little bit.
You serious about me killing you?
No, I'd love to hang around here until I dry up to the size of a raisin. Simon, this fucking sucks. I don't want to live like this.
Shouldn't we be doing something to keep you alive?
Why?
You're the last human. I just find it disrespectful to our entire history not to fight this. Sure, we have the Ark, but you're the real deal.
Thanks. That's probably the best compliment I've ever got. But the truth is that the Ark is all we have. We'll have to accept second best, you know?
None of this feels right.
Simon, I want to die.
Sarah.
Just think about it. I still can't believe I'm the last one. It's crazy. Be my guest. I got no secrets worth keeping.
This last photo is of Catherine but is heavily distorted, possibly foreshadowing her fate. We can read the last logs at Tau.
Would you stay with me, please? It won't be long now. Just... please, just stay. What a crazy thing this was. Life. At least I won't have to turn 30. Hooray! Wish I could have died at home with my You ever been to Greenland? It's very beautiful. Well, at least when you get out of the city. Nanook is busy, and yes, there's like 12 million people trying to get around, but it's a great place. Or rather, it was a great place before the comet ended it all. You know what? I prefer it this way. I liked Pathos. Liked my colleagues. Ian, Nick, Jasper, even Catherine. People thought she was weird because she was quiet, but she was cool. Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die, okay? Send them out there. To the stars.
The black box is inactive. Probably found a way to switch it off.
It's not made clear how our black box is off was possibly a decision by the developers, since the black box would have played her final moments again. After all this time, we finally have the Ark, and we are ready to depart to Phi.
Please don't leave me like this. You're different.
This is Troll Force, and I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, turn on that bell, and subscribe for more videos.